Students, let me start lecture number 1. The topic of our lecture is subject and key concepts of the course of Foundations of Research Activity. And the plan of the lecture, which we are going to discuss today: goals, subject matter, methods and objectives, overview of course topics. The second is the significance and essence of scientific inquiry and research. And the third question is the relationship between this course and other disciplines. As for the introduction to the course, we have to say that this course, Foundations of Research Activity, provides graduate students with essential knowledge and skills for conducting scientific inquiry in the field of physical culture and sports. It introduces the logic, structure, and methodology of research, enabling students to design, implement, and evaluate scientific projects relevant to their professional practice. As for the course aims, the main aim of the course are to develop students' understanding of scientific research principles and methods, provide a systematic framework for planning and conducting research in sports science, strengthen skills in collecting, analyzing, and interpreting empirical data, foster academic writing competence and the ability to present research results clearly and convincingly. And the last is cultivate a scientific worldview and critical thinking necessary for professional growth. The subject of the course, this discipline is the theoretical foundations, methodological approaches, and the technological tools used in scientific research within physical cultures, sport, and human performance. It examines the process through which new scientific knowledge is produced, verified, and applied to practice in sports health, promotion, coaching, and athlete development. Methods of the course. The study of research activity relies on the several core methods. First is theoretical analysis, working with scientific literature, concepts, and models that explain physical, psychological, and social processes in sport. The second is empirical methods, observation testing, experiment, measurement, and data collection, athletic performance, and physical activity. The third is statistical methods, quantitative analysis for processing and interpreting numerical data. And the fourth is comparative analytical methods, identifying patterns, differences, and the relationships in sport-related phenomena. As for the course objectives, the key objectives include the following: introducing the logic and the structure of scientific research, teaching students how to formulate research problems, goals, and hypotheses, developing skills in selecting adequate research methods for sports science, training students to analyze and synthesize scientific information, preparing students to write research papers, theses, and scientific reports according to the academic standards. Overview of course topics include the following: the essence of scientific knowledge and scientific method, types of scientific research in sport, fundamental, applied, and experimental, structure of research design in sports science, variables, indicators, and measurement tools, methods of data collection in physical culture and sport, qualitative and quantitative research approaches, processing and interpretation of results, principles of academic writing, and scientific ethics. The nature of scientific inquiry. Scientific inquiry in sport is a structured and a systematic process aimed at producing reliable knowledge about human movement, training effects, physiological adaptation, motor skills, and performance enhancement. It involves in itself identifying a problem or a gap in existing knowledge, reviewing relevant scientific literature, formulating research questions or hypotheses, selecting appropriate methods, collecting and analyzing data, drawing evidence-based conclusions. The essence of scientific research, characterized by objectivity, conclusions must be based on facts and empirical evidence, reliability, results must be consistent and reproducible, validity, methods must accurately measure what they claim to measure, and systematic approach research follows a logical sequence of steps. Critical evaluation findings must be analyzed in the context of existing theories, and data. In sport and physical culture, research helps improve training programs, ensure athletes' safety, develop rehabilitation protocols, and advance understanding of human performance. Importance of research in physical culture and sport. Research plays a strategic role in the professional activity of sports specialists. First of all, it helps optimize training loads and recovery strategies. It supports evidence-based coaching and teaching. It provides scientific justification for innovations in fitness technologies and equipment. It aids in monitoring athletes' physical condition and preventing injuries. It contributes to the development policies promoting physical activity in the public health. Thus, research competence is a vital professional skill for modern sport science coaches and physical culture educators. In disciplinary connections, this course is closely connected with other academic disciplines. So, physiology and biomechanics provide fundamental knowledge about body systems, movement mechanics, and performance capabilities essential for designing, research, and training and physical load analysis. Sports medicine informs research related to injury prevention, rehabilitation, and health monitoring. The psychology of sport supports studies of motivation, stress, mental preparation, and athlete behavior. Pedagogy and coaching methodology provides theoretical and practical frameworks for research in teaching physical education and training athletes. Practical value of the course. By completing this course, master students will be able to plan and conduct research projects in sport and physical culture, apply scientific methods to solve professional problems, evaluate sports technology and training programs based on evidence, present research findings in academic and professional settings, engage in further scientific exploration and graduate level research. In conclusion, I want to say that discipline foundations of research activity equips future specialists with essential methodological tools needed for successful scientific work. For professionals in physical culture and sport, research competence is not only an academic requirement but a practical necessity, enabling them to innovate, justify decisions, and contribute to the development of modern sport sciences. At the end of the lecture, I want to give you reflective questions where we have to interact in order to understand whether you understand the content of the lecture. And the first question is, why is scientific research important for your professional growth as a specialist in physical culture and sport? The second question is, which part of the research process, problem definition, hypothesis, data collection, analysis seems the most challenging for you and why? The third question is, how will you explain the difference between the object and subject of research in your field? And the fourth, what types of research methods do you think are most relevant for sports science and why? And the fifth question, how can the skills learned in this course help you design and complete your master's thesis? And the last question, what previous experience do you have with scientific research and how does it shape your expectations for this discipline? And the last slide share, in the last slide is given the list of used literature, main literature, in order to deeply understand the content of the lecture. You may have an opportunity to go to the library and get introduced with the literature and to deepen your knowledge. Thank you for your attention.